Speaking of electric cars, California is apparently going to approve a plan to ban sales of gasoline-powered cars by 2035. The vote, hailed as a victory that could guide other states, comes 2 years after an executive order for zero-emission vehicles. Look at that image of all those vehicles. California, an enormous market for cars, Will. I'm pretty sure you know that. Here we have some statements. A plan to phase out the sale of gas cars over the next 13 years in America's largest auto market. This is monumental, said Daniel Sperling, a member of the California Air Resources Board. This is the most important thing that CARB has done in the past 30 years. It's important for not just California, but it's important for the country and the world. Now, listen, it's funny because you have guys like Elon that fled California. I mean, they didn't flee. They still got the Fremont factory going over there, and it's still a huge, the biggest market for them. But here you have a policy that you got to believe he's going to be a fan of. I don't know. I would assume that this is going to encourage a lot of people to just get a head start on this. And I know every other car is already a Tesla in California, but the rest of them now are going to start converting rapidly if this thing happens. I don't know that everyone's on the same page. You got companies like Ford that are racing to meet this criteria as well. And you have other plans from other automakers that have come up with timelines, and they've put numbers out there. They've said 2025, 2035, 20 this and that. But this is an outright ban, Will.
Yeah.
So all those older vehicles on the road, work vehicles, like you think of just how tough that's going to be. You got to replace every specific vehicle type that serves a purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, it does say cars. I wonder if there's for construction vehicles and...
Yeah, like Caterpillars.
Are trucks included in this? No, I'm just saying even just pickup trucks, is that part of it? It's hard to know. I guess it doesn't really matter because...
I don't think so. I believe it's just cars.
I don't know.
Then you'll be talking about construction cars.
I'm just going to try. I know, but I'm just going to type in trucks. Here we go. California is once again leading the way to establishing common sense standards that will transition to sales of all zero polluting cars and light duty trucks. There you
go. Okay.
Light duty trucks. So that's most of your trucks you see on the road are light duty.
Okay.
As opposed to heavy duty, which you see fewer of them. I mean, depending on where you are, obviously, but the best selling trucks are the light duty trucks. So those got to be electric too. So you're talking F-150, you're talking Lightning. What a race this is going to be.
Yeah.
What a race.
I just think of these hand-me-down gasoline cars. That's not going to be a thing anymore because there's going to be a ban on gas stations, no?
Oh, no. So we're talking about ban sales of new gasoline cars. So they're not going to be pulling you over.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
You look like you're polluting there, sir. Is that a nasty exhaust you got on there?
Do I smell combustion?
Oh, boy. Some fumes?
Yeah.
You look like a polluter. They don't even speak that way, but when I do. When I'm a cop, that's the way I speak.
Yeah.
You look like a polluter. No?
Yeah. Instant.
You are a polluter right now.
I am. Well, you are.
You didn't like that accusation one bit, did you?
No, you.
You immediately threw it back. Don't put that on me. You take that.
I guess we all are.
Yeah, we all are, Will. We all are in one way or the other. And let me tell you something. Much like I said in the last story, there's no perfect. There's no perfect.
Sure.
Everything costs something to someone somewhere. And every technology has its pros and cons. That's all I'm going to say on that. Mm-hmm. Different levels to it, but yeah, it'll be polluting in some other way.
I think with
hopefully
cars,
less. Hopefully less. Hopefully.
That's the dream, right?
Well, I don't know.
Hopefully less.
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, that's to be clear. It's hard to say. I've been thinking about this. Okay, so everything is electric. I start thinking about grids. I start thinking about
infrastructure.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
I can't help. I hope the work is being done behind the scenes that when you turn off the tap and all of a sudden everybody's plugging in, It's obviously not the case right now, but it'll be interesting to see it all play out.
Sure.
Because I've seen things in the past where you're like, wait, weren't we all prepared for that? And they're like, no.
There's this one thing that we need to solve.
And you're like, well, you guys were talking like you were so prepared.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, how many times in the last few years have we had experience with that?
Huh?
How many times in the last few years has it been where you've been surprised at the lack of preparation around, like how easily things can break down, how easily things can go wrong, how easy it is to break things and how hard it is to build them.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all had very intimate relationship with that in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
Okay.
2035. To approve a plan to ban sales of gasoline-powered cars, 2035. Automakers got to pay attention to this. And I don't know. I don't know if the outright ban is the way to go, but I don't think it's going to be the last we hear on this subject.